Halulu! Welcome to Tea and Tiny Joys, a little corner of the songbird's nest where we hang out and share first impressions and thoughts on hobbies like gunplas, TCGs, anime, manga, and more. For today's chit chat, we'll be looking into the very first gunpla I've ever built. So let me serve your favorite drink and let's check them out. Just a disclaimer, this is not going to be super technical, I think. These are just my thoughts, at least on these kits, based on my experience. I will do my best to recall that experience because I built these kits for 2 years ago, I think, or more. So yeah, I'll do my best, okay? How should I put this? This is an old kit. Like this freaking old. But despite the year, my Zaku III Custom Neo Xeon Mashimir's Custom MS, or Marshmallow's Custom MS, was actually gifted to me during Christmas 2022 and became my first kit. This Zaku is a high-grade 1/144 scale with 7 runners and a standard sticker for the eyes and a few details. Nothing for me to rant about, unlike the SDs. Now, there are many, and I mean many Zaku kits out there that I could choose from. And maybe you're wondering, why this Zaku kit in particular? Well, I just picked what I saw in Shopee. You see, when my previous work was going to have a Christmas party, they asked us to create a wishlist within a budget for when we exchange gifts, so that whoever pulled our name could choose within that wishlist. And it just so happens at that time, I was getting pulled into building gunplas, and I was really into the Zaku designs, and I just thought adding a kit or two in the list as long as within budget was okay. So I added the Zaku in and a couple kits, not knowing its story, origin, and the like. I don't know how much it is now, but it was within budget at the time, and my friend in co-league who got my name got me this kit for Christmas. And then, after I got this kit, I started building. I don't know when in the timeline, if it was during Christmas season that I started, or a month after, because I vaguely remember. So, whenever I'm asked when I started, I just say, officially, I started in 2023. Moving on to the actual disaster, from my understanding, thanks to my community teaching me this, older kits have a tendency to loosen up over time due to the material used for the joints, and it's been 2 years since I've opened this box and got the Zaku out, so that's why I think, lo and behold, we have to reassemble a little bit. As we reassemble and give it a whirl, let me tell you my thoughts while I was building this kit back then. When I first saw the box, I was just excited because it was my first kit and the art looks dated, so my brain was like, oh my god, this is legit! In my head, I thought this was the OG green Zaku at the time. But when I recently watched a summarized recap of Double Zeta, I realized that this actually came from Double Zeta, even though the name was already in the box. And it even says it's from Double Zeta. Like I said, I just picked a random green Zaku in Shopee and yoinked it. To be fair, I already knew it wasn't the OG green Zaku after I started building it, but this version coming from Double Zeta wasn't something I knew back then. Looking through the runners and the manual, I was just amazed by the whole thing and intimidated because I've never done this before. So when I was cutting off the parts from the runners, like any newbie, or I don't know, maybe it's just be me, I was really nervous because I might cut off parts I shouldn't. So I was trying to be careful by cutting off very far away from the part on the runner, even farther than normal. While the whole cutting part was a breeze, somewhat, Sanding and evening it out, though, was a whole other story. I was really bothered by the stress marks from cutting off the knob, so I kept trying to remove it to only end up having these rough areas that I didn't like. I thought I could remove it by buffing and polishing, but it stayed there. And it still bothers me even now. Now that I think about it, these greens might actually be some of the colors that I may have a hard time working with because of the marks, which is sad because then and until now, the overall color of this kit is actually something I really like. The shades of green weren't overbearing and the blues blended well with it, like in the colors of a camouflage. The only thing that I wasn't on board for was the shade of red smacked right in the middle, which I felt was a bit out of place. Maybe a different shade of red would have been better. During the building process, it felt really good whenever I finished a part and got to put them together because I could envision what it could look like once I'm done. It's like for every part, it's a shot of dopamine every time. And when they clicked together, it felt like I was doing everything right. And then, as soon as the kit was slowly coming together, I was shocked with how big it was because at that time, I saw my friend's kit coming along as well, and they were building heavy arms, HG heavy arms, and I thought that was supposed to be the standard size for high grades, right? I didn't know. I just came to understand at that point that the size is relative to the cannon size of the mech, just scaled down, and the details. The size didn't really bother me. I just didn't know that the gunpla was gonna turn out bigger than I expected. For articulation, back then I wasn't really scared of posing it around compared to the Moon Gundam after I finished building it. Because at that time, it wasn't really loose. It wasn't a struggle to pose, and there were a lot of areas where I could play with. So it was a really enjoyable experience. If you want to know why it's stuck in the box despite me enjoying it a lot, the only reason it was stuck was because I didn't know where to display it and, of course, the space. I don't really remember why I didn't use the stickers in this kit during the building process. As you can see, this Zaku, it had no eye. It's either I might have forgotten it or I was scared at putting it on, thinking that I might mess it up. But I'll probably put on the sticker when I can because it looks weird without the eye. Now, the amount of stickers, they're okay. They only have the essentials. I just can't test whether over the years the sticker will still be sticking onto this kit. Overall, the build experience was fun. Back then, I felt the childlike wonder kind of feeling and felt pretty fulfilled after finishing my first kit ever. I had minor annoyances with the nubs, but that was just all. I love the color, design, and silhouette from then and now. Will I ever go back to building another exact same one? I wouldn't mind it at all, and maybe next time I won't forget or skip the stickers. Looking back now, I may have to say it out there that older kits are not bad. If you want to get a specific gunpla or plamo, like you're really a fan of that one Gundam that hasn't been updated for a while, but you can get your hands on it and it's within budget, an older kit is not too bad. You just have to expect things to become loose at some point and accept it, especially if it's one that you really like. And if you really want to do something about it, there are solutions out there, and I remember my community suggesting a lot of stuff to address the loose joints and maybe just sticking it in one pose and gluing it. I think this look back has given me a fresh perspective on older kits. I've been mostly scared because of the warnings that came with it, like the hand grenade, the joints. Honestly, we should stop overthinking and just build what we like. Before we end, I'd like to thank these wonderful people who have supported last Donathon. Thank you, Earlies! And for now, that's today's Tea and Tiny Joys. Thanks for stopping by. Let's grab another cup soon and see what other hobbies await us. Keep your tea warm and your heart a little lighter. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.